guys, welcome to Cypher Book Shorts with none other than the illustrious Bruce Cordell, sponsored by CypherCon. This Today we're going to talk about the origin. Like I said, this is Cypher Book Shorts with Bruce Cordell, and the origin, so as everyone knows, is my favorite setting book that's come out in like forever, and Bruce did it again. So Bruce, real quick, just for the fans out there, what was your inspiration for this book? Because it talks about and touches on so many things that are out there.
Well, interesting. So we were going to do a superhero type of thing, and Monte asked me to write a book called The Origin, which I had originally didn't want to do because I had been working on my free time on a sort of superhero-based book set in the modern day where no one has powers and they suddenly start getting powers, kind of which was the concept of The Origin. So it was initially reluctant, but then I decided to take it as a challenge to come up with a completely different method by which people might get powers, a different story, a different universe. And from that, basically just, going back to the bunker and thinking about things, what are things that excite me? What are things that, I could do? And the idea of like world ending, but then not really ending. Only the people who remember the world ending are the people who end up having powers in a world that still exists was like, it was just something that it just struck me, and that's kind of the way I moved forward, right? And it kind of helped develop a lot of the other plot and set pieces within the setting options within the book, because these people have memories that don't exist in the real world. They remember a different world. That
Right.
connection gives them their powers.
Right. And that's the thing. That's a great book. I love it. So my next question is going to be a little bit more about the book itself, because one of the coolest things that you came up with in the book was the ability to randomize powers and how people got their powers. What was there any difficulty in coming up with that process? And if it wasn't, or if it was, how did you circumvent that?
Well, the idea that, it was a book where people are going to start getting their abilities, I guess, I had done a book sort of like that before called Gods of the Fall. But in superhero books, you sometimes see, like New Mutants and things like that where kids and stuff have powers and they don't really know how to do it. But we've never really seen that in an RPG, right? And it was like, okay, well, how can we simulate that? Oh, random tables might be the way to do it. So we did play tests, right? And we had different ways of approaching it. And based on some of the play tests and some of the different random tables, came up with a method by which you would simulate the chaos and uncertainty and danger of suddenly getting an ability to shoot fire, right? Because, if you get an ability to shoot fire, your friends are going to be afraid, and maybe you at first, right? Because your pets or whatever. So, yeah, and one of the things is that maybe your powers aren't stable. Maybe you think you're going to get the power to shoot fire. Oh, no, you're getting the power to turn invisible. Oh, no, you're getting the power to turn, into a different creature, right? So one of those things that allows a player to like suddenly have all this weird stuff happen to them, then maybe they can zero in on something that they more better enjoy amongst those options. Seemed like a good idea.
It really works well, Bruce. I have to tell you, it is so much fun. I've run so many Origins adventures, so thanks a lot for coming on and telling everybody about that. And just for you out there, people who are watching, The Origin is available at the Monte Cook Game Store. It is an excellent setting book for superheroes. Trust me when I tell you, you will enjoy it immensely. And like I said once before, CypherCon is going on right now. Come on over to the Cypher Unlimited Discord. Sign up for the Sign Up Genius. Jump into a game. There's games going on all weekend from Friday to Sunday, from 12 noon to 12 midnight. Jump into one of those slots, get a game going. Once again, I want to say thank you to Bruce Cordell for coming on and hanging out with us for some Cypher Book Shorts. And from us at the CU, we will see you at CypherCon.